What is up, everybody? What is up? I'm sorry, I haven't recorded a video in a few days. It's been fucking hell trying to upload these videos to YouTube because of the Wi-Fi. But give me a second. I finally figured out how to get these lights running in the truck. Been in this motherfucker for a few days, so I've gotten kind of used to how things are rolling in this truck. But I'll let you guys know what's been happening the last few days. So, okay. Alright, second part of my video, okay, let's first start off. The second part of my video, I wasn't able to upload it because of the internet, and I didn't have enough time, and it's taking forever to upload videos. So right now, I'm at a Love's, and I'm uploading that video right now, so hopefully, in the morning, you'll be able to see both these videos. Let's hope, let's hope. But let me go into detail. Actually, let's keep this up because I'm going to go into the front and I'm going to show you guys what I've gotten. So, okay. From the last time that I made a video, I was telling you guys about how I was in Illinois, or I had my first load and I was delivering it, whatever. So, my first stops were 2 stops in Chicago, 1 in Des Moines, 1 in Lincoln, Nebraska, and 1 in Kansas City. Ended up doing those loads. Everything's fine. Get all the way. Oh, okay. Let me step back. I have a tendency of fucking over talking myself and not thinking about what I'm going to say. I do my first 2 deliveries in Chicago. Then I go to Des Moines, and then actually before I go to Des Moines, I ended up driving home, and I went at the house for that for a night, and I stayed and got the rest of my shit for the truck. And I spent time with Sonia, saw Ander, basically for that night. And then I left that morning. I don't remember the dates, but I left that morning and I went to where'd I go? Went to Des Moines. Okay, did my delivery in Des Moines. Everything's good. Went and then drove from Des Moines to Lincoln, Nebraska. Delivered my load in Lincoln, Nebraska, and then about that point it was already a little bit nighttime, so I said, okay, I'm going to drive to Kansas City. Start driving to Kansas City, and it's getting pretty dark out, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, driving down the road, and my volts, like my battery volts, I don't know, a lot of you people that aren't truck drivers, it has to be between 12 and 14 volts. When you start your truck and it's idling and you're driving, it has to stay between 12 and 14 volts. So for some reason it was going between 15 and 16 volts, and the red light below it was flashing, right? So I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what the fuck's going on with my battery, man? I don't know what's going on. So I sent a message over to road maintenance here in Celadon, and they said, oh, your alternator might be going out. And I was like, oh, yay, fucking mechanical work right off the bat. First weekend with these motherfuckers, mechanical work. So I keep driving down the road, and I'm like, okay, this might fix itself, might correct itself. Well, all of a sudden, bam, all my lights, all my fucking dash lights, everything just shut off. They just fucking die. I don't know, they just everything dies. Cruise control goes out, everything. Luckily, the truck was still on. God damn it, you can stay up, you little fucker. Hold up, guys. Oh my god. How did I fucking watch me for 5 minutes trying to fix and adjust this goddamn thing? Okay, there we go. So all my lights will go off. Luckily my truck didn't die, so I stopped on the side of the road and I sent him a message saying, hey, you guys need to get this fixed, road maintenance, blah blah blah. Well, I sat there for about 10 minutes and I was thinking to myself, I am not gonna fucking have these bitches tow me. I'm not gonna pay for somebody to tow me all the way to the fucking shop. I'm gonna drive this bitch until it dies on me completely. I'm gonna drive it until I get to where I need to go. Okay, I'm still recording, thank God. I'm gonna drive it until I need to get to where I need to go. So that's what I do. I drive it for about 60 miles, and I finally get to Love's. They have a little mechanical shop in there. I get there, and basically from like 9 till 11:30 at night, they basically were replacing my alternator, which it came out to about $629, which I need to get a hold of quality, because they say I have a 30-day warranty with them, and anything with that warranty, anything that's a major issue with the truck, they cover it. So I need to make sure to get in contact with them by the end of the week, hopefully tomorrow morning, and ask them, hey, you guys aren't gonna fucking charge me for the shit, right? So, but besides that, I get it fixed, stay at the Loves that night, and I wake up the next morning, drive to Kansas City, and I get there, deliver my load, give them my transfer my paperwork in, and then I get my next load. Yeah, my next load, man. This load is going from, it originally started out in Hannibal, Missouri. I had a deadhead about 200 miles from Kansas City to get there. It is dry load, and it's going to Laredo, Texas. That's 2 stops in Laredo, Texas. So I was like, okay. So I'll show you guys that. Actually, I'll show it right now. This load, the profit off of this. Sorry, I got the truck on, so it might be a little loud in here. This truck is awesome. It doesn't shut off when you're idle in it, like compared to the other trucks. So this was my first. You guys already saw this. You'll see this hopefully if the video uploads. So this was the first load, the Chicago and all that. That's the profit, blah blah blah, and all that. It's like $1,399 altogether. Well, I spent about $325 on cash advances, and then I spent an additional, I would say about $129 on fuel. So total profit for this load right here was $900 even. So I get this load right here. This is Laredo, Texas. This one's $1,155.50 and then $243 on fuel. Right now, I've only spent $119 in fuel. So, I've spent $307 in fuel, sorry. Well, they've already covered that, so all in all, if you were to add those two numbers up and then deduct what I've already spent, it's about $60 that I've spent so far. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get a $100 cash advance that they upload on the cards every Thursday night, and I'm gonna add that to, I'm gonna subtract it from those two numbers. So hopefully, by the end of this, by the end of these two loads, I'll have between a $1,500 profit to $2,000. So between those two numbers, $1,500 to $2,000, I'll have in total profit made off just these two loads in a 7-day period, which is not bad. I mean, it's actually really, really good. A lot more money than I've ever made in my life, so it's good. So I'm heading this load down to Laredo, Texas right now. I'm in Oklahoma, and I still have about 550 miles to get there tomorrow night. But let me go into what happened today, right? Wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, everything's good. Let's get going, let's start moving. I'm gonna get this shit delivered early tomorrow. I projected it. Tomorrow I should have been there by at least 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was gonna be 7 hours early. And I was gonna be like, yes, I'm gonna be able to get a load by this fucking weekend that delivers all the way till Monday. I'm gonna have 3 fucking loads on my paycheck next Friday. So I was like, yeah, that's gonna work. Well, get about 110 miles down the road, and I have to go through a weigh scale, which I wasn't really worried about it. Just a weigh scale, man. This load's kind of heavy. I'm hauling taco sauce, and it's about 41,000 pounds. So I shouldn't have been over at all. Well, go to the weigh scale, and they're like, I get on the scales, and they're like, all right, you need to pull around to the back of the building and come inside. So I was like, oh fuck, here we go. Another bullshit. Let's go. I've never had a DOT inspection before, so let's fucking get this shit done and over with. Hopefully nothing's wrong with the trailer. I've already pre-tripped it. Everything's fine. Let's just hope there's nothing fucking wrong. Well, get in there, give him my insurance, give him my registration, give him my license, give him every fucking thing in the world that he needs. He's like, all right, I'm gonna come out and do your inspection now. I'm gonna do a level 2 inspection. So get out. He comes out here. We do my flasher lights. Walks around the trailer, and then about 10 minutes later, he comes back to me and he's like, all right, we got a few problems here. And I was like, oh fuck, what's the problems? He's like, well, for one, you don't have one of your lights. Your right headlight is out. And I was like, oh my god, this shit was working 100 miles down fucking when I started, and it just so happened, how the fuck am I supposed to know that it went out 100 miles down the road? So the light fucking goes out, the right headlight, and he says, okay, we have another problem. So we go to the back of the trailer, and he's like, all right, this light, wait. He's like, all right, these two lights aren't working on the trailer. And then he looks up and he's like, oh, never mind, they're working. So he crosses them off his list. And then he said, this is the reason why I stopped you in the beginning. This is the reason why I pulled you in. He said, come look underneath your trailer. So I looked underneath my trailer, and he said, do you notice anything different? I was like, no, not really. And he's like, well, for one, your airbags are deflated. And the reason why I stopped you is because you're overweight. And on your, I think he was saying like your axles, you're allowed 20,000 pounds or something. And I was 7,600 pounds over the 20,000 pound limit. And he said the reason why that, he says, your load isn't over the weight limit, it's because of your airbags being deflated. And it's like, so more weight's resting on one side than the other. So he says, what I need you to do is I need you to pull up here. You're out of service. Your trailer's out of service until it gets fixed. But I'm not going to give you a ticket, but I am going to, I don't know. I really don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's CSA points. Hope to God it's not, but it probably is. So, I sit there, I get there, or I pull my truck and trailer up, and I'm like, fuck. This day could not just go any worse. So I call my company and I say, hey, I need a roadside mechanic over here. I need to get my airbags fixed because my trailer's overweight, and DOT stopped me, and we get this shit done. They're like, okay. So 3 hours go by, finally get a mechanic out here. Road squad from Petro. They come out and they're like, oh, okay, we could fix this, no problem. Well, the guy goes up there, and he's like, oh, the reason why your airbags aren't inflating properly is because the bar is not long enough. There's like a bar back there, I can't really describe it. Like, you can pull it, and it deflates and reinflates the airbags. He says it's not long enough, so it's not holding on to the bottom part, so when they inflate, it's too short, and it's not staying inflated. So he goes, fucking runs back to the pet show, comes back, and he replaces one simple fucking bar. Literally a $20 part that I could have bought. He replaces it. Well, he replaces it, I leave, and now, at this point in time, I had 11 hours of drive time. Now I only have 7 hours of fucking drive time. Or no, 8 hours, sorry. 8 hours, no, 7 hours and 43 minutes of drive time available. So I was like, fuck, I'm not going to be able to deliver this shit. There's no fucking way. So it's still in the middle of the afternoon. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to start driving. We're just going to start driving. Well, I start driving, and the GPS that I have, it's avoiding the toll roads. Thank God it is. But at the same time, I kind of wish it is not doing that. The reason I say that is because the roads that they're taking me on, it's going through every fucking town possible. So I'm stopping at every goddamn light, every fucking stop sign, every intersection, every fucking thing possible to slow this truck down even more to get to this load. It's happening. So I drive as much as I can. I drive physically as much as I can. I never got the headlight fixed. I plan on doing that. The reason why I don't got it fixed is because I don't drive at nighttime, and it's not that hard to fix. I just want to deliver this load by the weekend. Hopefully they can get me a load or not. If they can't, I can do a 34-hour reset, and that give me perfect time to fucking fix it. But I drive as far as I can, and this is the last fucking truck stop for all the way up to Houston, Texas from this Oklahoma. So I'm about 3 hours left in my drive time, and this Loves comes up, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not. Well, another thing too, let me tell you about this before I finish that statement. Apparently Loves loves me, because what they did, this truck stop, what they decided to do is they gave me 2,000 points. I fueled $307 worth of fuel, about 153 gallons. And they decided to give me 2,000 points and platinum status for the entire month of April. lot of you people don't know what that means is every point equals 1 cent. So they gave me basically 2,000 points, $20 out into my card. Plus, platinum status basically is when you fuel over a certain amount of gallons in a month's period, you get a status like gold, platinum, silver, whatever. So platinum, you have to fuel 1,500 gallons in a month period to be able to qualify for that, and which means it's every gallon that you do, instead of 1 cent or 1 point, you get 4 points. So let's say I were to fuel 150 gallons in my truck, that's $6 I just made off of that, which is a lot because normally on regular you're only making $1.50. So they basically, I have like $30 fucking on my card, and you can use this shit on everything besides fuel, tobacco, alcohol, and gambling. Unfortunate, right? So yeah, so I got $30 fucking on my shit. So I bought this fucking ashtray, a few other things, food, basically to hold me off until I get my cash advance tomorrow, drinks, shit like that. So right now I have 550 miles to go till I get to my destination. Well, I have 2 stops in Laredo, and the problem with this is going to be is now that I'm behind, there's 2 options that can happen tomorrow. Either one, dispatch decides to say, oh, we're going to relay this load off with another person, so you're going to take another load. So I might end up having to relay, which means I might end up having to swap trailers, swap loads with somebody somewhere down the road, and end up taking the next load somewhere else. Or I can deliver this load and be basically out of time, out of hours by the time the second load is done. So the only good option I see at this point is 550 miles. My truck's covered at 65 miles an hour. I figure it'll take me about 9 hours to get there. That's non-fucking stop driving, plus a 30-minute break. So 550 miles, I'll have 9 hours on my drive time, basically 2 hours left of my drive time by the time I get to my first stop, and I'll still have 4 hours left on my 14-hour clock, because I can have 4 hours of on-duty time. So hoping the fucking places decide to unload me quick, we can come out of this pretty good, and I can end up getting to a truck stop before I run out of my hours. And then if they can't give me a load, then I can take a 34-hour reset. But I don't got a TV in this motherfucker. But yet, I got 30 days worth of Wi-Fi at the Loves here because of my $30, 20 bucks, yeah. I got $30 worth of fucking shit, 30 days worth of Wi-Fi, so that's why I'm able to upload these videos right now. But everything seems to be going good. Besides all the bullshit, besides all the hassle, besides me kind of tired and my neck fucking hurting me and uncomfortable ass and shifting, my knees killing me. Besides all that, the money's going to be worth it. Hopefully. Hopefully. The first paycheck I get is going to be phenomenal. If they can get me a third load, I'm going to be walking away with at least $3,500 to $4,000, hopefully. If not, then I'm still going to be looking at a profit of $1,500 to $2,000 by Friday. And that's awesome because next Friday is the 15th and my son's birthday is the 17th. So I'll have enough time to plan Chuck E. Cheese's and have his birthday party, get all his presents, get his cake and all that. And I'll have money left over and be able to pay all my bills, my rent, utilities, electric, all that bullshit, and have money left over. So right now it's not too bad. I don't know what's going to happen in the next few weeks when my truck payments start coming out. But like I said, in the video you guys are about to see when it gets uploaded, my truck payments are very small. So if I maintain this every week, I still should be looking at about $1,000 to $1,500 every single week, which not that bad. So like I was saying, is yeah, that's about it. I'm fucking tired. I want to go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep after I smoke a cigarette. I might watch a few more YouTube videos. But yeah, I'm saving up my receipts, doing the good owner-operator bullshit. You guys really can't see that, but those are all my receipts. You guys probably don't know, but being an owner-operator, I gotta pay taxes because I don't get taxed from my money that I make. So every 3 months I gotta pay in my taxes, and if I save up my receipts, those are deductible since I am living out on the road. It's business expense, so all the food and all the bullshit that I buy is tax deductible. So I'm saving up all my receipts, and by April, May, June 30th, I'm going to turn everything in and pay my first quarterly taxes. So I don't get fucking $10,000 owed at the end of the year. But what I plan on doing with this truck, so in the future, I'll show you guys what I got in there right now. I got my fucking handy dandy vacuum cleaner, my shirts, miscellaneous bullshit, pants, underwear, miscellaneous, all my paperwork from Trans Am and all that, and then fucking clothes, and basically everything. There's nothing in here. What I plan on doing in the future is I already have it planned out. Right here, I'm gonna end up hooking a TV, a 32-inch TV up here. I'm gonna get an inverter. I'm gonna plug it down in there. Let's see. I'm gonna end up plugging it in right there and get it hooked up to the battery, so I can play my Xbox and all that. And then I might move all my clothes, put it over here somewhere, and put my Xbox right there. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. But for right now, waiting for my first paycheck. This is the inside so far. Everything's the same. But I will catch you guys in the next video because this is gonna take a long time to fucking upload. I'll let you guys know after Laredo if I got another load or not. But as always, peace. Talk to you guys later. Bright light.